Hey everybody, I promised a few days ago I'd make a video showing off all four of my trucks together, and now that everything's primed up, here they are. One big happy fleet of black primed customized trucks. These are actually take up quite a bit of space. I mean, when you're working on one, it's not that big a deal, but when I put all four of them together the first time, I realized just how much real estate these things take up. These are going to be a significant portion of a deployment zone, especially if you're looking at the 12-inch deployment zone on Dawn of War. So, like I said, everything still works. All the gunners are separate, all the drivers are separate, so they can come out and get painted easier. I did do a few things on these, just kind of a few minor things. On this one, which was the first one I did, I took the salt ramps and I cut off the things on the back, so they're a little more plain, look more like ramps as opposed to the boarding blanks. On this one, I added some rivets around the radiator, and then I forgot to do the exhaust before, so I kind of put a little, you won't be able to see it, but there's a little exhaust here in front of the tire. The rivets were a suggestion of Canvas 1, and after doing them I can see how that surface needed to be broken up a little bit, so thanks for that. So I went ahead and did that. And that was, I also added a nitrous bottle to the inside here of this one, which is number 4. So that is all 4 trucks primed up. I don't know when I'm actually going to be able to get around to painting these, because I still got a lot of stuff to do. But now they're at least, you know, no matter what, I can play them if I ever get a game in. But yeah, so I'm very happy that these 4 are ready to go. Real fun part of this, because I had all the wheels set, none of the wheels are glued on, so I had this big giant pile of wheels as separate from the trucks before I made this video. That was kind of funny. So taking a picture of that. So anyway, that's not it for this video. So if you want to hold on, I got some more stuff to show off. So this here is another project I've had for a very, very long time. It's just a little Revell helicopter model, which I bought because it was on closeout. I don't even know at this point, at least a couple years ago. And it was, the interior was assembled, and so it was all assembled except for the outside paint job. And I had a problem with, you know, I had to prime it, so I had a problem with masking the windows. But I finally got a suggestion of this stuff, and it works really well. It is Micromark Studios masking material, masking fluid, and it's by the same people that make the Microsol Microset. So I gave it a try, and for the windows it's turned out perfectly. So I either prime and get the paint job. It's supposed to be red and yellow, but I didn't really want yellow. I decided to go with orange. And a couple things break on me while I'm working on it. So I got the paint done on it, and then I hit it tonight with the Badger Minotaur gloss paint, gloss varnish. And really, I'm not too impressed with that stuff yet. It's still kind of tacky, so I got to be careful with it. But I got to do, and this landing gear broke off in the middle of painting it, so I got to try and get that back on. And this thing has broken off so many times I don't even count anymore. So I got the gloss coat on it, so I could, it's got a lot of decals to put on the outside, so I want to get the gloss coat on it to get the decals done, and then I'm going to go and do another gloss coat over the decals, and that should be finishing it. So it'd be nice to actually finish a non-Warhammer model. So it's definitely on its way. This is just something else I did tonight, and I got the gloss coat on there. It's been a couple hours and still kind of sticky, so I don't know about this stuff, but we'll see. So I got this for commission. It's going to be a Imperial Fist Storm Talon, and so tonight I got the base color on it again with the airbrush. It's just a shabby bone. There's one thing I noticed, that for some reason with some of these GW colors, when you put them through an airbrush, they actually work much better than they work when you use them with a brush. If you try and get any coating with the Sharpie Bone, it takes a few layers. It's actually very light pigment, but when you spray it through the airbrush, it works just tremendously well. So I don't understand what the difference is between brushing and airbrushing a paint, why it works so much better with the airbrush. But anyway, so I got this and 3 bikes to do. Oops. It's for a commission. The last thing I did tonight, was actually get some paint on my Boss Zags truck. Can you believe it? So I went ahead and, while I had the airbrush out, I went ahead and grabbed the colors and gave this guy my camo pattern that I use on the other Storm Boys. So now I've got 5 Storm Boys and Boss Zags truck, or 4 boys, the knob and Zags truck that are at this stage, have the base camo on them. So I may actually get this guy done sometime in the foreseeable future. This is probably one of the longest models I've had undone. That's not a vampire count. It's definitely the longest I've owned a model. That's an orc model without getting it painted. And it was just this low priority that it's only because I have the other guys almost done that it was time to break him out. So that's kind of like my studio update, where I'm at with everything. So next, I'm going to get my commission done next before I go into my own stuff. I also have another announcement. I'm getting close to 2,500 subscribers, so I'm going to have a contest. I'm kind of figuring out what to do for a contest, and now I came up with a great idea. So you can stay tuned for that. The announcement for that will be next Thursday, which is my next day off. I think that's the 1st, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, so get ready for a contest announcement on Thursday, May 1st, for my 2,500 subscriber contest. Don't have any idea what I'm going to do for prizes, if any, but I'm definitely going to have some sort of a contest. So stay tuned for that, and I'll talk to you guys later.